How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, I want to talk the heavyweight division, you guys. Yes. It's looking like it's back in the swing of things, you guys. It's looking like it's been kind of stagnant lately with Usyk and Tyson Fury not, coming to odds on what they had to come along with and, agreeing to fight. So from what I'm reading, you guys, shout out to Malik Scott, Deontay Wilder's trainer. You know, a tournament between, Fury, Joshua, Wilder, and Usyk was rumored for the Middle East. And the head trainer of Deontay Wilder, one of the fighters that could possibly be in the tournament, says that the rumors are true. And that's what he says, that's what he says. He says the rumors are true. They are working on something right now. And hey man, the Middle East is looking like that's where all the money is at, you guys. That's where the big money is at. The Saudi Arabia, it says could play host to a heavyweight super series, in he says in the not too distant future, as Talk Sports um says. It says it's known that the Middle East have a keen interest in staging the biggest fights in the sport has to offer. And Saudi Arabia was mentioned, okay, as a potential site for Tyson Fury to face Oleksandr Usyk for the undisputed contest. Okay? Despite the collapse of the negotiations, reports suggest that the kingdom is still in play for this coming winter. Wow. And should both men keep their belts and undefeated records in the interim, there's a very real chance of its going ahead. So pretty much what they're saying is it says this paired with Deontay Wilder's, um, you know, he really wants to begin negotiations, um, and to order his next opponent. Deontay Wilder. It says Joshua's not going to be fighting until December, you guys. So that weighs off any, and then they're talking about possibly the heavyweight title not being until winter as well. So, man, that's a long time you're gonna have us wait, man. It's April, so what is that? April, May, June, July, August, September, November. I mean, we're talking about, excuse me, September, October. So we're talking about 6 or 7 months, five minimum, until Anthony Joshua says he fights again, and you know, the rest of these guys. It's wild, man. I feel like Usyk is the only fighter that I feel like right now in Wilder that want to actually fight right now. Because if you ask Tyson Fury, he doesn't really want to. Who does he really want to fight? I mean, he hasn't been really fighting anybody, of note other than, he's fought, a couple guys since Deontay Wilder, but nobody of note. I mean, who has he really fought? Usyk is the real challenge. So, I feel like, shout out to Beebs from Betting the Odds with Beebs, and Ringside Reporter, Joe Habib. You know, I feel like Tyson Fury is going a different direction than the Usyk fight, and it's for a reason. I feel like, I hate to say it, man, to the heavyweight champion, but I feel like he's, ducking in a way, because it's like, wow, what do you got everything you asked for, the 70-30 split. You're getting 70, okay? You got one belt, okay? And, I guess your name, you know, and you're telling Usyk to take 30. He calls your bluff and takes the 30, and then you say you're still not ready. ready. So what's the holdup, Gypsy King? That's what you call yourself, right? The Gypsy King. You know what I mean? I feel like right now enough is enough. The heavyweight division needs spectacular fights back on in the division. You know, we really do, man. Really do, man. It's about that time, man. It's about that time. You know, for the heavyweight division to be back on. You know, back into the forefront. You know, and back into everybody's eyes. You know, as being the top guys. You know, I feel like right now, you guys, Deontay Wilder and Deontay Wilder and Oleksandr Usyk, like I said, are the only two guys that want to fight. Shout out to AD in the chat. Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk. Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Dillian White versus Joe. But you know they're not going to do that. You know, Dillian White is on the way out, man. I'm sorry, but Dillian White is definitely on the way out. He his last fight, he didn't. He looked, mediocre at best. You know, I mean, the guy's on the verge of losing, and he's on the verge of losing. You know, at any given time. I mean, enough is enough. The guy hasn't been looking that good lately. I thought he was gonna look a lot better. He hasn't. So he's on the way out. Sorry about that. I am back. I am back. Technical difficulties. You already know it wouldn't be Courtly boxing without technical difficulties. But yeah, man, back to the heavyweight division, man. So we got Alexander Usyk, we got So yeah, I'm back again. My bad, you guys. But yeah, man. I had to check my connection. My bad, you guys. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, we do need more heavyweight division. We need more, more action in the heavyweight division. And like I said, man, Oleksandr Usyk is the one that wants to smoke right now. From what I see, him and Deontay Wilder are hungry as shit, to be undisputed. I'm not sure that, I'm gonna be honest, man. I was a Tyson Fury fan. I like Tyson Fury, but it's like, I just don't. I feel like he's been doing a lot of questionable things lately, man. Not only in this fight, in the Wilder fight as well. With just slick shit he's been doing and stuff. And I'm just saying, the guy is slick as shit. He's slick in and outside the ring. Um, and I just at this point, you guys, I really want to know if Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua will actually get in the ring. You know, this is a fight that we've been wanting for years. I know since I started this channel the last 3 or 4 years ago, a lot of fans have been talking about this fight. Not just me, a lot of fans, a lot of fight fans have been talking about this fight. They want to see it. They want to see it, and I don't blame them. I want to see it too. You know, I want to actually see two guys fight each other that should have been fought each other. This is fights that should have been happened. Years ago. But you waited so long, and now both guys have losses. Now I'm not saying that it can't still be a good fight. I'm not saying it. But what I am saying is, Deontay Wilder has, what, 1 or 2 losses now, and shit, Anthony Joshua's got 3 or 4 losses now. So it's like, the whole mystique of both guys being undefeated, that's out of the window. That'll never be there anymore. Both guys been beaten handily. So, that's that, and as far as, both guys go, I mean, you guys got to understand Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder are two mega, mega fights, just within itself. Whoever they fight, if they fought Joe Schmo, it would still be a big fight. It would still be a big fight. Um, but yeah, man, this is the big fight. We don't want to see, Dillian White versus Tyson Fury. You know, we want to see the best fight the best, and the best fighting the best is, Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, okay, versus, Anthony Joshua. That's a fight that a lot of people and a lot of fight fans actually would pay to see, I think. A lot of fight fans would actually pay to see it. So yeah, man. I mean, like I said, you guys, right now, Deontay Wilder is looking for a fight. I don't blame him. He's got Malik Scott in his corner. He's training the hell out of him. I think that's a really good decision. I think Malik Scott, would do, pretty good for the Bronze Bomber and what he's trying to do and what he's trying to accomplish in the heavyweight division. You got a lot of guys coming for that top spot though, man. You got Daniel Dubois coming up. You got Joe Joyce just lost to Zhang. And that Zhang fight, man, really looked good. I like what I've seen out of Zhang. He brought the fight to Joe Joyce. He brought the fight to, you know, the Juggernaut, aka the Juggernaut, and he out muscled the Juggernaut. I mean, I know you guys probably, like what? Yeah. I mean, the guy out muscled, you know, the muscle guy, and Joe Joyce, But I feel like I seen in Joe Joyce's physique that he's kind of fell off a little bit. Um, he was, I feel like his midsection was real tight, 3 or 4 fights ago, and I don't know if it's been the money, the training camp, or what, but he's been getting stagnant lately. He has not been getting any better, and he doesn't have any fucking head movement. We know that's a fact. So Joe Joyce definitely's got to get back on the A ball. He's got to get back on, just moving again, and just he's got to do what a lot of people think that he can do, and what that is take your best punch, but can you take his though? And that's what he's been accustomed to doing. Joe Joyce is going to take his fair share of punches, but can you take his? And in the Zhang fight, you couldn't. So now Zhang is thrown in the mix. Maybe we'll see a Zhang versus, Wilder fight. Or maybe we'll see a Zhang versus Usyk fight. Or maybe we'll see a Zhang versus Fury fight. Or maybe, just maybe, we'll see a Zhang versus Joshua fight. But Zhang is definitely in the mix now. 100% Zhang is in the mix because he beat Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce was an undefeated, highly ranked heavyweight that got beat. Not only you got beat, you got knocked out, you got stopped. I'm not even gonna say you got knocked out, but your eye was so bad that the referee stopped the fight and you couldn't continue. And you didn't even argue. You didn't even argue. He said, "Oh, I can't see out my eye." And you did Daniel DeBarge the same way, and you said he quit. I'm not saying that you quit in this fight, but it just looked like if I really wanted to keep fighting, I would have been like, no, why are you stopping this fight? Joe Joyce had nothing to say when they stopped it. He had absolutely nothing to say. So that showed me right there that Joe Joyce was content on losing. He was content. He was content. That showed me that Joe Joyce, the amount of effort and the willpower and, just the mental fortitude that you need in the heavyweight division, Joe Joyce, he broke down. You gotta call a spade at one time in your life, man. You gotta call it right down the middle. You gotta call it how it is. Joe Joyce got out muscled and out hustled, and eventually it was too much. It was too much heat in the kitchen, and he had to get the fuck out of there because he didn't tell the referee, "No, don't stop it. Give me one more round." When the doctor looked at his eye 5 times, each time he looked, I feel like it was 5 times. It might have been 2 or 3. But each time that the doctor looked at his eye, he didn't say anything. He kept going. So I just feel like, at by the second or third time that the doctor looks at your eye, you got to think he's going to stop it soon. I mean, he looked at it 2 or 3 times. And then for him, the referee to wave it off, and you don't even have any, you don't, you have no emotion. You have no, like, damn, I just lost. I'm not undefeated anymore. Probably lost my, my world ranking now. I just didn't see the fire in Joe Joyce's eyes that I thought I would see. Did his ego get, fucked up? And like I said, a lot goes through a fighter's mind when he take a loss. It could be the best thing that happened to him, or it could be the worst thing that happened to him. We won't know until we move forward, and only time will tell. But Zhang did a hell of a job, and he deserves credit. He deserves credit where credit is due. Smoking Joe in the chat says Fury has apparently already said that this talk of a 4-man tourney with him involved is absolute bullshit. Tyson Fury is bullshit. Look what he's doing to Oleksandr Usyk. He told Oleksandr Usyk to take a 70-30 cut, okay? 70 for Tyson Fury that only has one belt, one world champion, okay? One belt, okay? You're talking to a former undisputed champion, which Tyson Fury had. Well, Tyson Fury, I believe, was undisputed when he beat Klitschko. So, two undisputed champions fighting each other.
but one in a different weight class. But now Usyk has three belts, okay? The IBF, the WBO, and the WBA, and now Tyson Fury still won't fight him. So it's just like at some point you gotta point the finger, at Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is ducking. I hate to say it. I hate to, put that out there, but it is what it is, man. What else are you doing? The guy said he would take 70-30, and you're still coming up with bullshit, like Smoking Joe said. Absolute bullshit. It's absolute bullshit what Tyson Fury is doing to Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk is trying to fight for his country. Oleksandr Usyk is trying to do a lot of things right now. And, he can't even get a fight, the most meaningful fight in his career. He can't even get it. He wants it so desperately, and his team wants it. His manager already said that they really didn't want to take the 70-30, but they agreed to it. That now what? Tyson Fury's still ducking. He's a con artist, man. He's got a lot of shit going on. I feel like Tyson Fury needs a man up and fight Usyk. This is the fight we need to see. Secondary is Wilder versus Joshua to fight the winner of Usyk versus Tyson Fury. That's the way it should go. Okay. AD in the chat says Joe Joyce will be all right. He can come back and become a heavyweight champion of the world. He's not going to be Tyson Fury like that and be the heavyweight champion of the world with no head movement. That jab is going to be in his mouth all night. He damn sure ain't going to beat Oleksandr Usyk, because Oleksandr Usyk beat Joe Joyce already once, and I feel like he'll beat him again. Okay, Usyk is very more agile and way more elusive than Joe Joyce, and that alone, I feel like will get Oleksandr Usyk the W. And as far as Deontay Wilder goes, he might be fighting Andy Ruiz next, or he might be fighting Anthony Joshua next. I feel like right now, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, a lot of fight fans actually want to see that fight. Me as a fighting fan and me as a media member, I feel like it's still a sellable fight. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua is still a sellable fight. You can still sell that. People will still buy it. I feel like it might be more lucrative than the Usyk versus Fury fight. There might be more money involved in the Joshua versus Wilder fight, okay, than the Usyk versus Tyson Fury fight. Period. AD in the chat says Zhang versus Andy Ruiz would be good in China. Definitely. But you heard what Zhang says. If if Joe Joyce wants the rematch, then 9 times out of 10 they would have to do it in China. I mean, this guy Zhang is definitely trying. I mean, he's been fighting in guys' backyards, since he's been, on this U.S. run, the last couple fights. So I know with this big win, he probably feels like he deserves a fight in China. And a lot of people thought that he beat, Philip Herkovich. So, right now, Zhang could be undefeated, or some would say that Zhang should be undefeated. It was a razor close thin fight in the Philip Herkovich fight, and he hurt Philip Herkovich to the point of I thought he could stop him, but he didn't. He didn't. I feel like he didn't press the. He should have pressed the gas. He should have just maxed out, man. You get the guy hurt like that. That hurt the way Philip Herkovich was, and I feel like you got to get him out of there. You got to get him out of there. You don't want to play with him. You don't want to, linger on in the heavyweight division. Anything can happen, and I feel like, Zane kind of let Philip Herkovich back in the fight. After getting him hurt and not stopping him, that that had a lasting effect on that fight, and I feel like Zane could have won. I mean, excuse me, Philip Herkovich, Zane could have won that fight, like I said the first time, but he didn't apply pressure when pressure was needed, to be honest. But as far as the 4-man tournament goes, uh, it's a lot of people that are talking about this. If you guys know Malik Scott, Deontay Wilder's head trainer, he said that the rumors are true. The rumors are true. This is the fight that could possibly happen, and right now, man, the heavyweight division is wide open. Yeah, Tyson Fury and Usyk are the champions, but it's starting to get hectic in there. You got you got Big Baby Anderson, and then you got Big Baby Miller. So you got two undefeated heavyweights. Miller's test is positive for steroids, I believe, and he just came back to be eligible to fight again, and now he's calling out the who's who of the heavyweight division, and the guys north of 400 pounds. I mean, I think he's like three something, like 320, actively heavyweight. 320. You know, I'm not sure how manageable a 320 is on a like what is Big Baby Miller like 6'2", 330. I mean, that's pushing the limits, dude. That's pushing it. That's more than pushing it. You're overweight. You need to lose weight. I feel like to be, a big threat in the heavyweight division, uh, Big Baby Miller, not Anderson, but Big Baby Miller would need to lose weight. Big Baby Anderson looks in shape. He looks the part. He's doing everything that he needs to do, and I really feel like he could possibly be the next heavyweight champion. And Big Baby Anderson. I feel like he is what people say he is, and I feel like he is actually that good to be actually named with the top guys already. He's so young. Jay Prince has, a really good hot heavyweight prospect, and he's American heavyweight prospect, which we really don't get a whole lot of American. We don't really get a whole lot of American heavyweights that are really good like that. And he's showing in every fight they're building him up right. I feel like he shouldn't fight for a title until like at least another year or two minimum. So yeah, man. Shout out to AD in the chat. He says Zane, Philip Herkovich, Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and last but not least, one of my pound for pound number ones, um, or two, or three, depending on who you got. But Oleksandr Usyk, he says, and more all. He says, and more are all very good fighters. You guys got to understand, man. This 4-man tournament just looks the part, dude. You guys got to understand. Deontay Wilder has definitely took a loss. Joshua's definitely took a loss. The only two men in this picture that are undefeated that have never lost, okay, is Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury. As much as I don't, you know, as much as I, say what I say about Tyson Fury, he still is undefeated. Now he does have that one draw, which was controversial against Deontay Wilder. Some say Wilder won. Some say a lot of people say Tyson Fury won. So it was a draw, you know. But now we get to see, man, the big guys. I want to see what they can do. Are they as good as I thought they were? I feel like if Wilder fights Joshua, it's hard not to think of a knockout. It's hard not to think when two, you know, 300-pound guys, or excuse me, 225 pounds in Wilder and 300 pounds in Tyson Fury. You guys got to understand, Tyson Fury had a 75-pound weight advantage over Wilder. It's the heavyweight division though. So, once you go past 200 pounds, it's all game. So I can't wait to see these guys fight, man. I'm gonna get some shut eye now, man. I gave you guys a 30-minute live stream. I hope you guys loved it. Please like and subscribe. If you guys want to donate to my Cash App, because right now my monetization is down right now. I'm trying to gain it back. But it is the $ Corey Lee Boxing. If you like content like this, let me know. Donate to the channel. All donations will be going back into the channel. To upload more videos and to get stuff like that done, man. But thanks, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Until next time, you guys. This is Corey Lee Boxing, and you've definitely been hit with another banger. Peace out, you guys. Later.